you were a sports guy.
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah.
And that's actually how you got the name Ben Ballard.
Well, I got my name in 92, so I got my name when I was in college.
Okay, right. So you go to UC Berkeley.
Yeah.
Which is where I went to school. Me and you were actually there at the same time.
So we had to, that's why I was asking you what GE classes you might have taken, because we had to, now mind you, again, if you got over 800 on your math, general education, GE, you're bypassing.
Yeah.
If you got over 800 on English, you bypass English. I didn't get 800 on my English.
Well, I took AP classes. So I had AP English.
Oh, so then you're good. Yeah, you're good.
AP History, so I didn't have to take those classes.
That's why I was wondering if you remember any of the English teacher classes, but I don't remember any of them.
Nah. I didn't have to take them. Because, now that I think about it, I had college credit coming into it.
I didn't have that.
Yeah. So you're going to UC Berkeley, and you were actually playing both football and basketball.
They're just football.
Oh, okay.
I tried to walk on the basketball team. I couldn't.
Didn't work.
So I had to get to work out with them. And then when I transferred, I was able to play. Yeah, for real.
Okay. Steve Nash, you played against him?
Steve Nash, 2 years in a row.
Huh.
It's a very fond story of my coach, Thomas, rest in peace. He just died last year. We're getting, nobody could guard Steve Nash. He's at Santa Clara. I'm at San Francisco State. Play them.
Yeah, because you transferred to San Francisco State.
Yeah, transferred to San Francisco State, redshirted at Cal, transferred. Ended up playing Division II, so I get more playing time in football. Ended up getting on the basketball team. And when we were driving down to Santa Clara, playing against Santa Clara University, they had this 7-foot-tall, goofy-ass dude who rode a bicycle to school. And he rode like a regular bicycle, so he's 7 feet tall. He was just he looked like I forgot what those toys were back in the day. It's not He-Man, but it's like those toys that are like square block head. He just looked crazy. Now, a dude that was a rival of mine in high school, he was from Hamilton High School. I think his name was Derry or something. He played at Santa Clara. So, anytime an Asian dude was playing, that was a weird thing. Now, this is the crazy story. We were in the NCAC, Northern California Athletic, Conference, Division II. I got to do some weird shit. There was a guy named Conan Chi, and there was another Asian guy that played for Cal State Hayward. Conan Chi played for UC Davis, and he's kind of was running the J Leagues. J Leagues was the Asian leagues of basketball in the Bay Area. It was actually in San Mateo in that area. So seeing these dudes, it was it wasn't really, you didn't really see these guys very much, right? And Jeremy Lin kind of came out of that same area. So back to the story. Our starting point guard, Ronaldo, he couldn't guard Steve Nash. Then the backup guard, Marcus Smart, was it Marcus Smart for his last name? He couldn't guard him. His coach is like, yo, man, why don't I put Yang in there and see what he could do? And I was locking dude up, man. So it was pretty cool. Shut him down for I think I got him down to 4 points for the rest of the game.
Okay. So here you are in the Bay at this point.
Yeah.
And you were in San Francisco State. You got your degree in cinematography.
Yeah. Fine arts.
Yep. You became Tia Carrere's personal assistant?
Yeah. Right out of college, yeah.
She was super bad back then, I remember.
She was, but they always say, right, don't meet your heroes or don't meet somebody, whatever.
Okay.
Now, she was shooting Wayne's World 2.
All right, she was a love interest in that movie.
And her husband owned the world-famous Roxbury nightclub, Ely Samaha. So I was doing shit that was the worst shit ever. Go to my house in the hills. Okay, what do we do? I need you to get my left green contact. I'm going to drive and leave Paramount right now and go all the way to get a contact because, yes, I need to get a contact lens. It was shit that was that petty. Sit around all day. Can you give me all lemon Skittles? Okay, you want me to wash my hands, open this up and separate? Shit like that. It was and I worked on the Joy Luck Club in the Bay when I was doing internships and stuff, doing PA work. So I did a bunch of PA work and I said, this shit just ain't for me, man. But the silver lining was I met Ely Samaha. And I started promoting nights at Roxbury where I would give people, cards and stuff hey, come on Thursday nights. It's Buzz Entertainment, whatever. And this DJ, and I can't remember his name. I wish my fucking memory wasn't so bad. He ended up actually working for me later at Priority Records. He was the main DJ there. On Tuesday nights, there was a guy named Rob something. I think it was ABC Tuesdays at the Roxbury. They end up being a famous rock hip-hop band called the Cottonmouth Kings. Do you remember that group?
Of course.
Yeah. So Brad X and these other guys, whatever. Thursday nights was this in-house promotion called Buzz Entertainment. I ended up being a promoter. I want to say this guy's name's Trevor or something, but he's a DJ, and he was dope. One night, this guy allegedly smoking crack and just did not show up. This is the fucking Roxbury, bro. This ain't some fucking, this is a fucking legendary club with Sylvester Stallone and Mike Tyson and, huge stars, Prince. So Eli's like, how far do you live? I'm like, I'm 6 minutes away. He goes, go get your records. I was like, it's on. I'm in there, dude. I see like Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Funny thing was I saw Bobby Hurley. He had already gone into the league now, I got to see a bunch of random people. Keenan Ivory Wayans, Charlie Murphy. I was like, yo, I'm just lit. So I started DJing. That was my launch into DJing.
Okay. So now you're a DJ.
Yeah.
And at one point, you meet Denzel Washington.
Dude, I was DJing there for a little bit. I was doing small little gigs through Hollywood. And this wasn't a hip hop place. So most of the music I was playing was like, do you remember Robin S? Show Me Love?
Yeah.
You got to show me love. Think about that era. CC Peniston, whatever, or like, that era was like kind of introducing the house, dance music.
Right.
There was, this was a big time when like Cheryl Lynn and disco was big in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So you're playing a lot of To Be Real, all that stuff. And so it was like, all right, well, do I want to do some hip hop shit or do I want to be around some celebrities? I wanted the best of both, and it wasn't working out that way. So meanwhile, I was a DJ at Ballistics, which is one of the most legendary hip hop nightclubs in LA. Shout out to my best friend, Nick Adler, Dave Faustino from Married with Children, and Dan Eisenstein.
Yeah.
So, and Dave was super close with Dre and all Eazy-E and all them. And
he was trying to be a rapper at one point.
He was.
Yeah.
Him and Corky Nemec, if you remember Corky Nemec.
Yeah, of course, from Parker Lewis, Can't Lose.
Can't Lose.
Yeah, this is all coming back to me.
So Parker Lewis and all them were going to the club. Brian Austin Green, everyone. This place was the most lit shit, but that was all hip hop. Now, the crazy part about it was that club birthed a lot of people. That club birthed Exhibit. That club birthed Will 1X. Will 1X then, he's Will I Am now. That club birthed Alchemist. That club birthed Mike Caron, who's the head of Atlantic.
Yeah, of course.
That club birthed so many people. Later on in life, Paul Stewart ended up being the vice president and the head of West Coast Def Jam. He had Montel Jordan. He had South Central Cartel. He had Warren G, which went 5 times platinum. He had a bunch of artists. Paul Stewart was the first DJ there.
Yeah,
with the guy who taught me how to DJ.
Delicious Vinyl also. That's Paul Stewart.
He was a Delicious a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my boy Orlando and obviously Mike and Rick Ross ran Delicious.
Yeah.
But shout out to Orlando again. Delicious Vinyl Pizza. So anyways, yeah. So I'm DJing there and I find out that my boy from Ballistics, his dad is investing into a restaurant, a Jamaican restaurant called Creek Alley. Creeque Alley. Denzel's an investor there. Jack Nicholas is an investor there. I see Denzel. He is leaving Georgia, which is a block away. It's like right there. Spike Lee's 40 Acres and a Mule store is right there on Melrose. You probably don't remember this, but this is 94, 95.
Yeah,
so,
before my time.
Yeah. So there's a store there. And I see a 911 Porsche. And I was like, I just got a feeling it's Denzel's car. So I waited. I had a cassette tape. This is a funny story. I don't think I've ever told this part of it. So, if you have a cassette tape, has 90 minutes, right? Or you get a CA60 or CA90, whatever, right? Metal tape, you know what that was, right? Metal, right. Then there was chrome, there was
better
this.
Quality, right.
Metal was the best quality, right? So I had a metal tape, save them. My mix was 58 minutes or something, right? I already set it up to start with side A. He listens to side B, which basically would have like 8 minutes on there. Wouldn't have, do you know what I mean? Or it'd have like 7 minutes. It wouldn't have the entire side it started. So I'm like, I think I might have finished it with Other Fish, which is one of my favorite songs on Far Side. Bizarre Ride of the Far Side might have been track 13. And that was one of my favorite groups. To this day, it's still one of my top hip hop albums ever. That Far Side album was insane.
Oh yeah, I love the first album.
Shout out to LAJ and all the Far Side fam. And so yeah, like a week later, Tish gives me a call, assistant running the restaurant. She's like, yo, you got the job. First night there, he's like, yo, no motherfucking thug music, no this, no that. So I'm playing like a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm playing like Grover Washington. I'm playing Roy Ayers. I'm playing Stevie Wonder. I'm playing a little bit of like, not playing Ace of Base or shit like that, but I'm playing cool music, And like once in a while at the end, I would be able to throw a little like East Coast, like I could throw a little Tribe in there and shit like that. That was more conscious. It wasn't like Fuck your bitch last night, whatever. I couldn't play Pac and shit like that.
Right. No NWA.
But eventually, we got there. And I think some of the most legendary parties of my entire life were at that place.